What is going on, everybody? We're back. We're from the Outer Banks live. I haven't done one of these in a few weeks. I wonder if I still remember how to podcast.
It's been a while.
I mean, just in general, Three Geeks wasn't new last night, and then last weekend I was gone. But how you doing?
I'm tired, but I'm doing. It's been a long week. Long 2 weeks, really.
It has been eventful. What do
Yes.
you think of Mateo?
Manio?
Yeah,
I think
that's what I
that's
said.
actually how you say it. Um, I really liked it.
Yeah, it's a nice little like secret vacation spot because it wasn't super
Secret for
busy.
real. And I didn't expect, so I'm used to like East Coast and like the Gulf waters. And so going there and having different waters and seeing waves where like they could surf, like mentally for me, like that's California. That's like LA or Hawaii or something. I did not think that that would be there. And that was pretty cool.
It was. So whenever I've gone to the beach, even Myrtle Beach, it's always like wall to wall people. When we went to the beach, it wasn't that crowded. Like there was people there. There was quite a few people there, but it wasn't like bad.
Yeah, you could find a
Like,
spot anywhere on the beach if you wanted to there. I've never been to Myrtle Beach either, but yeah, most beaches are usually packed to the brim and you're fighting for a place. But Mania
yeah,
wasn't like that. It was nice.
it was very nice. And we found we were driving at like 11:30 trying to find something to eat. I got to pull up this photo. And we drove by this place, and none of us believed it at first, but thankfully, Jamie and Autumn took a photo of it. But there was a gas
Oh, you didn't
station.
see it.
Oh, that sucks. I want to
Lame.
message it to myself. It's called Biscuits and Porn, and it was closed. Like, why? Of all the restaurants in the world to be open past a certain time, that's the one. Like for
Well,
real,
on
that
top of
one
that,
should be an all nighter.
it was like a gas station too, so it's kind of weird that you have something called like that. And Joe looked it up online, and they actually have like porn pictures with their food menu. It's kind of crazy.
Did he look it up?
You'll,
Nice.
you'll have to look it up and see that. It is funny.
That is pretty wild. It's wild. I'm shocked that that exists. One and two, it doesn't. Like, I'm really sad that it's not. You know,
24/7.
yeah, and yeah, you guys are missing an opportunity to be open. Like nothing in that town is open past 9:30 except for one Taco Bell.
Oh man. Yeah. And they only half knew how to cook food, but I mean, they at least saved us that first night for sure.
hmm But it was fun. It was a great trip. I'm not really super into country music, and we're gonna get into the Outer Banks in a little bit. But Charles Eston, who plays um oh my
Ward.
god, Ward Cameron, he performed on Saturday, and he was amazing.
Friday.
He blend comedy with the music and like the imperfections, just everything made it such a great show. And then afterwards, so approachable, and not a lot of people are approachable.
No, he loves his fans. I didn't know going to Outer Banks would be like what it was for me, but it was like soul cleansing and I got way more out of it than I thought I was going to get out of it. And yeah, it was good. He was great for sure.
Yeah, and then Jake Owen the next night I thought really good too. I had never
I
heard
think
him.
he could have been better personally, but
Wow.
you haven't really like heard his music either. I wouldn't pay to go see him again.
Hmm. I Travis Tritt was fine. It's not
Yeah,
anything that's going to change my mind, but the entire experience was amazing. The
right.
way that they had the festival running was done really well.
The venue was amazing.
hmm
Aaron had like the perfect place for those concerts for sure.
Absolutely. So, what else has been going on with you?
Oh man, just working this show, preparing for all of these attendees to Christmas in a Small Town in Dahlonega in 3 weeks. We are 3 weeks away. Less than 3 weeks now because we end on Sunday and it's Sunday, so we're like 2 weeks and 5 days away, which is
I am
insanity.
13 days away from driving down there. It's wild. Like
Man.
I didn't even realize it. Like I think we said it as we were leaving. Mateo is that it's only a few weeks away.
Yeah.
When she mentioned us going to the Outer Banks for a work trip, I there was still a lot of time left. So I'm like,
Right.
oh, I don't get to see everybody for like 4 more weeks. This sucks. And then you go on the trip and you realize like it's been cut in half now.
Yeah. It snuck up on us really fast. And we have a lot to do, but it's gonna go well. It's gonna be great. So
I think it is too. And this is the picture of the sign for restaurant biscuits and porn. So you guys don't think we're
best
nuts.
lunch deli on the chicken on the I don't know what's hidden behind that.
I don't remember either.
I have no idea. I don't want to speculate, but it could be anything.
Could be anything. That's right. So Jamie had this great idea of her and I recording Christmas reviews every day for the month of July, and
And I have failed at that majorly.
it's
It was
fine.
a
I got your
very
back. I did miss yesterday because I was busy and I completely forgot. So I posted an old one from last December this morning to make up for it, and I'll post another one this evening.
yeah.
Um,
Well, so I know we're not like really talking TV yet, but I've binged Heartland the past 2 weeks and have gotten caught up with that. So I was still sitting here working packages and I was like, okay, it's time for Christmas movies. So on my second one right now. And Tyler Hines is amazing. I did not know, and I could be wrong, but I'm 99.9% like I'm pretty sure that him and Ryan Pavey are in this one movie that I'm watching. I haven't really seen a lot with Ryan Pavey, but I'm pretty sure that was his face that I saw a few minutes ago. I'm watching the Holiday Touchdown, the Chief story with Tyler Hines right now.
I'm gonna watch that I think tonight
And
too.
I think it has, I mean, I could Google whatever, but I'm pretty sure Ryan's in it too, which makes it like even more exciting that they're all coming to the Christmas event too. But
Yeah,
Hallmark is good with these movies. I mean, yeah, they have like a similar vibe, but they're all their own story. And it's just sweet and gushy and it's Christmas, so it just makes it that much better.
oh my god. So I watched Three Wise Men and a Baby, not knowing Tyler was coming, and
Yeah,
then some
he gets
texts us like
announced.
almost after I messaged it that she was going to announce him tomorrow, and I watched Three Wiser Men and a Boy.
And a
And when
boy,
I'm doing my
yeah,
review, it's taken everything in my power not to mention that Tyler is
that
coming
he's going
because
to be there.
I
Yeah,
knew at that point, but everybody else know
it
yet.
wasn't
And
announced yet.
yeah, and then I want to make
He's
sure I quote.
really good. Like, I know I really want to expand what I'm watching off of like everyone that's coming, but I'm liking like how he is in these movies, and it makes me just want to watch all of them.
Yeah, I so one of the podcast Hearts of Stars is going to be at the Christmas in a Small Town show, and she's been messaging me back and forth. She's going to do some stage stuff with me when you're not available, and she's been commenting on all my reviews, and she's like, "So what do you think of this one?" And then after I did the second review, she's like, "Tell me who the new guest, who the guest that they're announcing tomorrow is," because Autumn had put it out that she's going to announce tomorrow. I'm like, "I'm not going to tell you." I'm like, "But you'll
Nice
be
try.
very, very happy."
Yeah, he was a great ad, and I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever seen a movie of his, and it just happened to watch one the day before she told us,
Yeah,
which is
that's funny.
wild. That's how our friendship works, so I guess.
It really is. Like we talk about something or we think about something, and then it just happens, and it's crazy.
So I have a question for you, which I just lost the article, so let me pull it
I
back
may
up.
not have an answer.
You're not going to have an answer, but I just want you to take a little guess because it's wild to me. Here we go. Why is it not showing up? Oh, okay. Yes, it is. So how many minutes? So Jenny in Georgia topped the Nielsen streaming charts. How many minutes do you think it was watched the week of June 2nd through the 8th?
That was the release.
Yeah, we're talking
How
minutes, not hours.
how many how many episodes was it? It was 10,
Yeah.
right?
Mm, yeah,
Um,
right.
I'm gonna go like 900 million minutes.
Wow, not close.
I don't know.
2.7, 2.8 billion minutes
Oh,
of
I mean, I was
viewing.
closer than like, you know. I mean, that was a pretty good guess.
Yeah, so it beat its
Oh man, I
previous
forgot to
record.
do. Hold on.
It beat its previous record of 2.73 billion for season 3. Oh, I'm
That
sorry,
is
season 2. Season 2.
that is crazy.
Yeah, I was really surprised when I saw that.
I can say that we were a good we were a good bit of that. Jason
What was
froze.
that?
I
I
said
froze for a second.
I'm like, we were a good bit of that for sure.
Oh yeah, all within the first like 24 hours. We binged that shit.
Oh my god, it's crazy to think that we watched that in 24 hours, all of it.
I can't wait to do it
Jeez.
again because it was like running a marathon. And
Yeah,
you
but
just had
what
to
show is
record. I was
next?
editing them together, which was just
Right.
I don't know
What is the next big
because everything
release?
we watch is weekly for the most part. Stranger Things would be the next streaming release, I would think. That I can
Oh
think of off
yeah.
the top of my head.
Yeah. That
So I got well. First, let me review the Bear. I still watch the Bear. I'm only episode 4, but I really dig this show. This
of
show
the
is
first season?
anxiety acted out in front of you. It's season 4,
Yeah. Oh, oh.
but it's it is so anxiety driven, and it just gets you really like going and on the edge of your seat. This one, they have to hire somebody to come in and help them fix the restaurant's business practices, and it's wild. I do recommend it. I'll get into more detail once I finished it, but so
I need to pick that
Jamie,
one back up because I like that. I like him anyways, and that was a good show. I liked it.
yeah,
I just
it's a
kind of
really good
lost
show.
track with everything else. So,
It's easy to do. I have a few that I
literally.
want to finish that I haven't finished for no other reason than something else happened, and I want to stay up on that.
Yeah, basically. That's
But
like me with Equalizer. I'm still not done with it.
I need to watch The Equalizer.
You really do. Really do.
So, Jamie and Autumn told me that I needed to watch The Outer Banks before we went to The Outer Banks, and I found out Jamie didn't even finish the series that she was telling me I needed to watch. So,
For a
I
good reason.
listen.
I have a
So
good reason for it.
I haven't done the I need to stay up and watch one more episode until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning in a very long time. I
Very long.
really liked the show. I don't know what it was necessarily. I think it's just the whole thing put together, and it's really good. The first 3 seasons is one of the best arcs of a show I've ever seen because at the end of season 3, the story from the first 3 seasons wraps up very nicely, and then there's a tease at the end. The show could have ended there and never continued, and it would have been just fine. But it continues, and it's great. The parents in this show suck. Cops can't catch anybody to
But
save
that's
their
real life
lives.
though. Parents do suck in real life. That's true story right there.
Some do, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they Ward. And you're played by such a nice guy, and
Right?
you're an asshole. Like seriously, spoiler alert, guys, if you haven't seen Outer Banks, but he chokes out his daughter in the second season at the end. And to me, that was wild. And then all through season 3, he's trying to get her to forgive him. It's like, fuck you. I'm not gonna forgive you for that.
Just don't base your claims and ideals of him based off of Ward because he's a much better person in person,
Does he
in
play a
real
good
life.
guy in Nashville?
Yeah, he does.
He plays a good bad guy.
Yeah, he really does. Really does.
But I did
Just
4 seasons in 4 days, guys, and it was amazing. It's like I said, I haven't done that in a very long time.
four
And
days. I feel like it was a little bit longer than 4 days.
no, it's 5 days. It was 5 days because I remember I was going to be done Monday and ended up on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was like It was kind of a week, but I mean, that's a lot of TV.
Yeah.
That's precisely
What
why we're called the Big Binge. Because we just full
Jamie and I
sail
get
it.
it done. That's
Yeah.
right. And then
I mean, I
you,
finished Heartland in under like 2 seasons of Heartland in under a week. It's only been a few days.
well, you finished season 18 in less than a week, like
Oh,
just a
like a
couple days.
day, because you just called me yesterday.
Yeah, I'm giving you shit. You were on
Yeah.
episode 1, and then today you
And
finished.
I didn't even realize I was on episode 1 because every other season is like 14 episodes, if not more. These only have 8. And that is like depressing. I really thought I was going to have like a good long binge with it because I was 2 seasons behind. But 2 seasons equaled 1 regular season, which is very unfortunate.
It sucks when you binge, like I did with Outer Banks, when you binge a whole bunch of TV and then it's over and you realize you've got to wait years for the next season. It
Right.
really bums you out.
Well, the good thing is they usually do it every year. And so they released that in 2024, but Netflix takes forever. So they should be actually working on the new season. So it should be coming out soon, I would think. Because the
Yes.
last one aired in November, so it's pretty close to coming around again. So that's even
Which
better.
show?
Heartland.
Okay. Yeah, Outer Banks is next year, I think. And it's the final season. I
That's
found
the
out it was the
final
final
season.
season.
Yeah.
That makes me so sad.
It's too good to be the final season. But then again, I only like spoiler alert know what happened in the last season, so I'll watch it eventually.
You
Just
should
not
watch
ready
it.
for it.
You
Not
should.
ready.
It's good. It's mostly good. It's not as good as the first 3 seasons. It's just like such a good arc, but
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
it's good. Guys,
there's not a lot of shows that are as good as the first 3 seasons except for Jenny and Georgia. That one like it just progressively gets better.
I
Granted,
agree with that.
like Grey's Anatomy gets better, but it also kind of gets a little worse because they kill everybody off. So, you know,
Ugh.
it's all a matter of personal opinion and what you think about shows. But Jenny and Georgia was definitely one that just like it gets more climatic each season. So
Yeah, Grace, you guys leave Yang alive, who doesn't want to return to the show ever, and you kill off all these other actors that probably would return to the show at some point.
yeah, basically.
Could have just parked them somewhere. Like Derek could have ran off with somebody else and just
Oh my
been
god, that
there
would have
for a
been
while.
horrible.
I'm just saying, you didn't have to
I think
kill
that
him.
would have been worse than him dying off, honestly.
Yeah, but the other way, he comes back at some point.
No.
I mean, this way he comes back as
There
a
would have been
spirit.
too much with that. Like that would have been I don't know. I don't think I would have liked that storyline. And I don't
All
think Grey
I'm
would have gotten as far as she did if that were the case.
saying, that's fair. All I'm saying is you don't have to kill them. There's ways to make them leave the show without death.
Like they
And
did Alex Karev.
Ugh.
Did you
That
see?
was bad.
God,
I
that was
haven't even seen it,
terrible.
and I know it was bad.
Just a
Kylie's
freaking note.
like, there's nothing about that season that led up to him running away.
Right. This could just be like rumors or whatever, but I had heard that, or read rather, he was actually going through like rehab or something, like going through stuff, so that's why they had to do it that way. Not sure the truth of that, so don't quote me at all. But my first thought was like, if that is true, then they could eventually bring him back. But he's so far gone now at this point. I'm not sure that that would ever happen. But the way the last season ended, there's a possibility they could pull him back in if they actually killed Lincoln off. We just don't know yet. We'll see.
That's right. We will see. So I got to ask you, Jamie, because you asked everybody on our Facebook group, guys. So go join the Big Binge Watchlist TV conversations.
Ooh, what did I?
What is your favorite holiday watching TV show?
Okay, so I kind of that question was interpreted differently than what I meant it, which was totally fine because everybody has their holiday show, right? So for me, for that question, I kind of meant more along the lines on any holiday. What movie do you sit down and watch? Like it and it be a holiday movie. Um but I think on any given day, but holidays especially, I could sit down and watch Home Alone every single day.
Nice.
Like my favorite movie. Holiday movie anyways. I'm not sure there's another one that I like as much as that.
Trying to think of like I
Halloween
said,
Town's pretty good too. I like that movie.
which one?
Halloween Town, the Disney one. I
I've
like
never
those
seen.
movies.
I gotta watch Holes. I forgot.
Jason! Oh my god.
I had Halloween Town
You are
too.
terrible. What is wrong with you and your watching?
Halloween Town. You forget that we have a small age gap.
I don't
So
care. You
some
have
of
a
this
kid
stuff.
too. There's no
Yeah,
excuse.
this came out when I was in high school. I wasn't watching Disney. I was
I
with
was
girls.
in middle school when it came out. There's not that big of a difference. Like you could have watched it.
It came out in 98. You were in middle school in 98?
Fuck, is that old?
Yeah, you were in middle school.
Halloween Town came out in 98. There's like
Yeah.
that. No, it did not.
Don't argue with Google. Google knows. Google knows everything.
98.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the same
sophomore.
Halloween Town?
I mean, there's Halloween Town and Return to Halloween Town.
There's no way.
I'm sharing my
to do
screen.
this myself because
There we go. Sharing my screen so you can see that I'm not full of it. See? Is that not the right Halloween?
That makes me feel so old.
Good. Finally.
No way. 98? Dude, that was like I was 8 years old.
There you go. I will watch it though because you told me to. But that's why I didn't see it.
Dude, I literally thought like I was so much older when that movie came out.
Nice.
I'm upset with that at the current moment.
Well, I just received a message that Ryan Pavey has not been in a movie with Tyler yet.
Then what movie did that come from? Hold on. Who's in that with him?
I have no idea.
What did I say it's called? Who sent you that?
My friend over at Hearts and Stars podcast.
Let's see. It's not going to be in the full cast because it was just like.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that Chiefs one, I think, when we're done. I will try to watch Halloween Town and Holes tomorrow, but I have to carry our Christmas watching this week because I know you're busy. That's not even a knock on you.
Gosh, I'm like extremely busy. But
and I need to watch the Ryan Pavey Christmas movie because I don't think I've seen one. I don't think I've seen an Ariel one either. I watch a lot of Lacey Chabert. A lot of Lacey Chabert.
I love her though.
I do too. Like, I hope one day that we can meet in a bakery and she just falls in love with me and we can run off together.
That would be so cute.
Thank you.
That would be so cute.
I'm glad.
I'm gonna have to find out who that person is because he's like working the cart. I know his face, so maybe it's somebody else that's coming, but I don't know. That's who it looks like.
I'm gonna go through the list too. I do on the Lacey Chabert one because I was working and I'd already seen it, so I could half follow enough to be able to review it and stuff. But yeah, I want to watch. Like I said, I've never seen Ryan Pavey. I've never seen Ariel's. I've never seen Christopher's.
Oh my gosh! So Christopher's is the Baltimore mansion is like where that is staged, and that's one of those. I don't like old shows. I don't like stuff that's like aged back then, but that's one of those that kind of goes from back and forth in between because she like teleports ish, I guess you could say, through a portal. But I freaking love that movie. Like that one I could watch over and over. I was okay with it.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. But so before we get into our Yellowjackets review,
oh my god, that show!
I love that show.
It's a good one, but Lord have mercy, it's a hot mess.
When we're in the Outer Banks, right, and we're having a conversation with Autumn was outside on the phone. Me and Jamie are talking to a guy and his wife, getting along great. Like Chemistry is there. We are palling. It's amazing. It's a good time.
We
The
had been
wife,
talking to these people for like 30 minutes.
I'm like, she could be on our podcast. She's great. She loves TV like we do.
Yeah.
And the conversation is going well. That's the only reason I asked this question. I didn't mean to offend anybody, but I asked the guy, and nobody knew who I was talking about, obviously, except for the lady. She knew because she's a
I don't know
true
how she
TV
knew, but
fan.
she did know, but yeah.
Because everybody knows Happy Days. So I told this guy he looks like Donnie Most, and he gets up, he looks at me,
He
and goes
waited a few minutes. He did wait a
he
few
waited
minutes.
for a minute. We had a few conversations. We still talked. That's what was weird. We were still conversing. Then he got up to go use the bathroom. We're still talking to his wife. He comes out of the bathroom because obviously he went to Google who Donnie Most was. But why? But yeah, so he comes out and he goes, I don't like that you think I look like that Donnie Most guy. You know who you look like? You look like Pee Wee Herman.
This is like short terms.
And my response was, thank you. I like Paul Rubens. Rest in peace. And you could tell he was more mad that I wasn't offended. So he went further and further with it. He called me gay like that would be an insult to me. Like, God, I wish. Like, I wish, sir. I wish I was, because my life would be so much simpler. And his wife got up and left. And Autumn's like, because she had come back in, and she's like, sir, you know that your wife got mad and left. And so he leaves again. I love Donnie Most. Okay, this wasn't an insult. He leaves. We can hear his wife yelling at him, and Jamie's Googling Donnie Most. She goes, holy shit, he looks just like that guy. And I'm like, I know.
Googled that before he walked out, but like
he was on our Travis
so
Tritt bus.
Yeah.
He was on our Travis Tritt bus, and I saw him, and I'm like, is that Donnie Most? I'm like, holy crap, this is awesome. If it is, I'm gonna meet Donnie Most back at the hotel. And I really thought it was him. Like, I'm telling you guys, this man could have been Donnie Most or his twin brother or
Jason
somebody.
learned this day to never say someone looks like someone else because they get offended quickly.
Apparently, I think Donnie Most is a great guy. He played a nerd on TV, but he doesn't look super nerdy today.
I mean, I don't know. I did not see that conversation going the way it did, but he got real offensive. He was very mad.
Now I want Donnie Most at every show we do.
That would be hilarious. But it would get old quickly.
It would be. I just want to tell him the story.
Man.
Like, I think you're great, but this guy thought you sucked.
I wonder if this man like went home and like colored his hair and tried to change his looks, because that's how offended he was. He's like, I never want to be called this again.
My hope is that he doesn't remember the conversation.
Oh, and he probably does not.
And then every time he sees Happy Days, he gets very, very angry, and he doesn't know why. That's what I want out of this entire endeavor, is just this guy to have Happy Days PTSD. Like, because that's what he looked like. He looked just
literally
like that.
With a little less
shorter hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. He was mad. He was mad. He was ready to fight me.
He was angry. I really thought he was about to come across the couch.
More and more angry that his words weren't bothering me, which is wild.
Yeah.
So, Yellowjackets.
God, it feels like it has been 2 months since I have watched that show, but it's literally only been a couple weeks.
It's been quite a while. It's been longer than that. It's probably been 3 or 4 weeks.
It's only been a few weeks since I've finished it completely. It's been a minute since I started it, but yeah. What a show.
What a show. It is amazing. So the adult actors are great. Christina Ricci's great. Elijah Wood is great. Can't think of her name. The one who plays the crazy one. I'm blanking on the name. This is what happens when you watch so much television. By the time you get around to it, names like escape you. I got to pull up on IMDb. It's part of my old age, not being able to remember.
You do pretty good with remembering your names, though, because I don't know anything. I'm Googling every single time you say a name.
Yeah, so what's her name? Melanie Linsky. She is great in this show. I've never really seen her in a role like this where she's like acting, and she's fantastic. But the kids, the ones who play the younger versions of them, especially Sophie Thatcher, who plays young Natalie, she is amazing.
Yeah.
She has the mannerisms of Juliette Lewis down to a T. Like it, if you were to tell me that any of these kids were the adults, I'd believe you because they look just like them. Her and
They picked them well. They're
very
lookalikes.
well. Young Misty is also another good one, and she makeup and special effects are a wonder.
Misty is quite the character.
Elizabeth says, here for the Yellowjackets commentary because I finally finished it too.
There's so much commentary to be had about this show. I personally, I don't think it would have been one I would have watched if y'all didn't say, like, you need to go watch this. And then I'm like, I can't not watch it because I know we're going to be talking about it.
That's
but
what somebody
I
says that
was
they
in
kind of
for
like it.
quite the thing. Like, it was quite a surprise. I didn't expect it to go quite how it went. Granted, I didn't know what to expect either. But this show was a ride.
Yeah, you didn't know about the cannibalism going into it. I knew
this
that.
Shit's crazy.
Jamie's like, this is gross. I'm like, I'm kind of getting hungry watching this show. I could go for a steak.
Oh my God, it is terrible. I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do in a situation like that. But even like in today's time, you just like rip skin off of somebody and start eating them. Like, what the fuck is wrong with them?
Yeah. Shauna, especially in season 3, we kind of get to see more so like how dark she is. I like that each season a different one of them shines.
Their psychotic self. Is that what you mean?
Just in general, like the focus on the characters. Like Juliette Lewis was definitely the star of season 2, and yeah.
You're looking at names over there, so that's not fair.
Oh, I'm sorry. Natalie. Natalie. She
I don't know, Jason.
I really like this. Is another one I binged it pretty quickly, not as fast as Outer Banks, but I did. And season 3 was probably my favorite just because of how batshit it got, and I can't imagine.
There was a lot that happened in season 3.
I can't imagine where we're gonna go from here.
I think it's gonna be quite the rampage from Shauna. Misty, I don't know. I don't know about her.
Misty seems to have gotten more normal or maybe just because everybody else is getting more crazy. That Misty seems more normal.
That's fair.
But she seems like the normal one of the group at this point.
And she was the most psychotic one to begin with.
Yeah, I got to throw up this spoiler thing because one of them, I can't remember which character. Was it Callie? No, not Callie. One of them married the woman that they killed's daughter, which we haven't seen that go down yet.
Yeah, but we had only seen we hadn't seen a lot of her, but it was the one that Shauna like took a liking to in the woods, and like in secret. And then she disappeared. They thought she was dead. She faked her name and all the things. And she was actually married to the what was she like? She was doing the study on frogs in the woods. And did we see where they killed her or like she died? I don't recall that.
We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, it hasn't gone down yet.
Could you imagine like going and doing that though? You just go marry the person's child that you just killed and probably ate too. Right? That's crazy.
That is wild. It's kind of a double too, because she's married to the daughter.
And eating her too? Is that what you mean?
But
oh my God. That was terrible.
It is. It's awful. I can't imagine. Why would you do that? Like, seriously.
I mean, I kind of wonder if she thought she was doing it to where she could like tell secrets or something. I don't know. Maybe she had. Everybody has this like double-sided version of themselves, and they're like super dark. I wonder if she did it for a dark reason.
Maybe. I don't know, but she's in the wind right now after killing one of them, and I have a feeling, is going to come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, probably.
There's a lot left open. Like seasons 1 and 2, I thought had a nice little wrap with a sting at the end. This one was left open for a lot of things for the next
Wide
season.
open.
And again, it's one of those you watch fast and you get to the end, and they just released the 3rd season, and now we have to wait probably 2 years for season 4. Ugh.
Waiting 2 years for a show is the dumbest thing ever.
You know, I say that too, but Peacemaker season 2 comes out in August, and I didn't realize that show hadn't aired a new season in 3 years because there's so much. Like Dexter is new this week. We get a new Dexter, everybody. It's next week, yes, but like there's so much coming out that sometimes you just don't realize it's been that long.
No,
Ginny
you
and
definitely
Georgia,
know.
I definitely felt it for.
Yeah. But I feel like Yellowjackets is one of those shows that if they wait too long, you kind of forget like what happened.
Yeah.
So they don't need to wait too long.
I want Yellowjackets, same critique I have for the show From. I just hope they have a plan. I want to know that the show is going towards an ending that they already have in mind, and we're not just going to keep cranking out seasons as long as it's popular. Because this is not one of those shows you can do that for. Because eventually you're going to pull on some loose threads. I don't need to know how Natalie got her tattoos, so we don't need that backstory.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. I think that sometimes you can make it work. Because there's a lot of stories now. Because now you have like the not detective that Misty's working with. So there's a story with him. You have the husband and the kid that have ran off, and the kid is being just as dark as Shauna. There's quite the story. And then the oh man, what's her name? The black lady with the afro. You have her wife and kid. And then you also have like her decapitating their dog and all the trauma from that, and the son sees her as the bad guy. But why did he see her doing all this stuff? Like they left a lot of things open, so I do feel like it could go.
Yeah, that's Tasia. Yeah, I cannot wait to see where we go from here. I'm excited. Let's see what we got here in the comments. Elizabeth says, it doesn't feel like there's a plan. So much got lost in season 3, like Ty's family. Did they just forget she had a wife and kid? I have a feeling they'll come back to it.
We were thinking the same thing there. Because then, like, you left your wife in the hospital after you caused a crash.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's a lot that I kind of feel like with that scenario, anyways, just because you were mayor or whatever, like you left that, you didn't even quit, you just left your job. Like she didn't call or anything that I remember. It's been a minute, but she just like walked away from everything. And then they like ran out of the restaurant not paying, and that guy died too. So now that has to unfold. I feel like her story, she's about to get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they're going to get exposed. They're about to get rescued, though. We do know that that's coming. I'm kind of curious to see what happens when they come back. That's what season 3, I think, was revving up to for season 4, seeing them get rescued.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we're going to see a lot more of being rescued and stuff than we're going to see like current day for the next season. I have a feeling, for me, I feel like that's what they're going to do. And then the 5th season be like current day.
Yeah,
I could see them doing that.
Guys, crazy. Email us, the Big Binge Watchlist at gmail.com. Let us know what we should talk about. Jamie, what are you watching this week?
Oh, God, I have no idea.
Right
now it's Christmas movies.
All the Christmas movies. We will pre-record something just for the next episode. We are both out of town. So, guys, come visit us in Dahlonega, Georgia. It's going to be amazing.
The next episode, we're in Dahlonega?
Yeah.
Or that's the weekend you come here?
No, it's the weekend of the weekend I come there.
Okay.
But still.
We could make it work. We'll see.
Might be able to make a live instead of doing a pre-record. We'll see. But we will have an episode. Cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, go to our Facebook group, join it, talk TV with us, and we will talk to you all soon. Have a great night.
Peace.